A message from the Mennonite Churches and Faith and Values Media.
Welcome to Spooky Southcoast.
Look, I know the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does happen.
AM 1420, WBSM presents Spooky South Coast with your hosts Tim Weisberg and Matt Costa.
Good evening and welcome to Spooky South Coast. Tim Weisberg here, along with Matt Moniz filling in. Let's see if we get everything going here.
Hopefully.
Let's hope so. Something's up with my mic. Hopefully you can hear me out there. If you can hear me in the chat room, let me know. This is what happens when Matt Costa takes the night off. No more nights off for him. What do you think? You agree with that?
Not till I get more training.
Well, the Silent Assassin does have the night off tonight. He is out of the studio, but Matt Moniz is filling in. Normally our science advisor tonight is our board op, our engineer. He's handling everything. And we are broadcasting on Spooky TV as well. We have a different camera angle for you tonight. But it'll still be the same great show here on Spooky TV and on Spooky South Coast Broadcasting on WBSM. We do have an interesting show tonight. We're going to be talking about the Sallie House, which is something that I'd heard about, but I didn't really know the whole story of. So we're going to get into all that coming up in a few minutes with our guests, Don Pierce and Joe Cetrone. And we'll also be taking your calls as well, 508-996-0500. 508, I'm sorry, 1-877-996-1420. What's up? It's hard to understand your hand signals, Moniz, because you're just kind of like making random hand signs. But that's all right. We're broadcasting. The chat room says they can hear us, so everything's working out all right. Okay, so we will be talking about that. Now, welcome to all the new listeners today who heard Matt Moniz on the show this morning with Taylor Cormier. Now, normally we're a much more polished production than this. We are fumbling our way through. We fumbled our way through a couple weeks ago without Matt Costa pretty well. Tonight, I think we're just we've got too much technology going on in the studio. We're trying to do our normal show with less hands to do it with.
We'll pull it off.
You need to turn yours on.
Yeah, we'll pull it
There you
off.
go. See, this is a sound man by trade, Matt Moniz, so he's not used to having to turn on his own microphone.
Yeah.
He's used to worrying about everybody else. All right, so we're gonna do a great job tonight talking about the paranormal. Whether or not we do a great job producing a show about the paranormal is a different story. But again, welcome to all the new listeners. We are on every Saturday night, and we do podcasts as well. We also have our Spooky TV video feed. If you go to SpookySouthCoast.com and click on Spooky TV, you can see the in-studio cameras, and we have multiple camera angles. It's a high gloss presentation here at Spooky South Coast. Normally. Thank you again to Tiffany Rice for having me on her show, Spirit Connections, this past Tuesday. It's up on the Spooky TV archives if you want to see it. And also thank you to Jeff Belanger for having us on 30-odd minutes as we investigated the Fearing Tavern. We'll talk a little bit more about the Fearing Tavern later on because we announced our Haunted History Night 2011, which is happening on October 15th last week, and we said the price was $150 a ticket. We were misinformed. I was misinformed. The tickets are $99 a piece, so you can't go wrong. Only a $99 ticket to investigate at least 5 historic buildings, possibly more if we get into the Tremont Nail Factory, to hear presentations from myself, Jeff Belanger, and I think we're going to invite Andrew Lake as well since his new book is coming out, is already out. So we'll have him.
It's out September 15th.
Oh no, we got emails that it's been released. So yeah, Ghost Hunting Southern New England is the title, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we'll have him on coming up soon to talk about that. But it's out there. It's available for, I guess, for review copies maybe. And maybe the general public gets it on September 15th once, all the buzz starts. Because we're going to start the buzz. No doubt about that. I know how much work he's put into it. So we'll talk to him coming up about that. But tonight we are going to talk about the Sallie House. Just going to get my notes back from Moniz. There we go. I promise. Normally much more organized than this.
Usually we have more hands, like you said.
And it's nights like tonight that always make us remember just how much the Silent Assassin brings to Spooky South Coast, even though he doesn't talk all that much, and he doesn't get involved in a lot of the on-air discussion.
Because he's too busy flipping switches and levers and...
No, he's too busy playing on his cell phone and checking out stuff online and all that kind of stuff. Because he can do all that stuff while he's running the show. He doesn't have to concentrate anymore after 5+ years of doing this. So. All right, let's get right into the discussion about the Sallie House. First,